Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath. Alright, it is time to do the last two level 6 quests that I'm planning to do at level... Whoops, wrong guy. Which is the first two quests of Dusk. So in the previous video I decided I'd try a different approach to commenting on the videos, but I'd try doing closed caption subtitles rather than the voiceover. So far I'm not liking that experiment so much. Having to add the commentary later makes it much harder to, well, it's just effort to go and comment on the videos afterward rather than talking as I play. So I might not do that again. I'll see. Maybe if I can get the editing process a little faster, that might be doable, but as it was, I'm finding it a bit cumbersome. I'm still in the middle of editing the previous video at the time that I play this. That said, I like the idea because it would mean people could turn on or off the turn the commentary on.
To the north waits Bruku, elder of the Grey Moon tribe.
People could turn the commentary on or not as they chose, which would be kind of a neat feature, but maybe it's not practical. Alright, so I'm here in Dusk. First time out in Dusk, of course. I think I'll try and get to the entrance of the quest here without buffs. Save my spell points.
By the wretched smell, these ogres must have recently dined on the flesh of fallen adventurers.
Alright, made it without injury and without buffs.
The lift here leads down to a long abandoned mine. It is now home to ogres.
And these quests, the first two at least, are easy enough that I want to try them, elite. Hopefully this won't turn out to be unwise. These ogres do hit hard, so it's certainly dangerous. Certainly had people die in part 2 of this one to the ogres. But hopefully I'll be alright solo, especially with range, so I don't have to go toe to toe with the ogres.
The mine is dank and filthy. Angry growls echo from its depths.
That's not a very good sign, if it's taking me 5 volleys to take one of these guys down. Five volleys. That's pretty worrying, although I do have plenty of space to back up in here. I'm going to wait for that guy to walk back. I think it's too dangerous to go to the corner. I'd be getting a bit close to him. I'm not a huge fan of the first part of the Dusk chain. The second part is pretty interesting. I do find with this chain that I kind of feel like I'm doing it wrong if I'm not doing it on hard or elite, but it's pretty dangerous on even hard for some of the traps. Man, maybe that guy's not coming back. always feel it's a little dangerous in these sort of situations where you're relying on kiting the enemies backward. You have to be very aware of the layout of the tunnel behind you so you don't get snagged on something. Getting snagged on a corner here with one of these ogres, especially with their triple swing, which does a lot of damage, can be very dangerous. Alright, there's a lot less space here. In fact, I'm going to try staying up here and get my dog to open it. If I can persuade him. Man, these ogres really are a dumb race. Even their leaders aren't smart enough to use door levers. I thought they were smart enough to use the door levers. Maybe I'm remembering wrong.
As the ogre collapses, a key clatters to the floor.
I'd like to pretend that I played that well, but actually it was just total luck that my pet froze up exactly in the middle of the doorway and blocked him in. So one of my motives for leaving these two quests to the last in level 6 is that I wanted a couple of short, easy elite quests to start up a streak before doing Delaras at level 7. Yeah, that wasn't a good time for ablative armor to wear off. Let's park my pet up here. Don't want it running into the trap. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of volleys with these guys, but none of them's even got a swing at me yet, so this is going about as well as it could go. Alright. Whoa. That was unexpected. That guy must be super rare. I don't recall him coming across at all. Alright, here's where it could all go horribly, horribly wrong. These traps are probably enough to kill me outright if I put a step wrong in here.
You have the sense of fathomless depth.
I'm looking sideways on the bridge here to make sure I'm positioned equally between the two nodes that fire these force bolts. Can't afford to take any risks with the positioning here. As I've mentioned in several previous videos, I do not like running through traps on Elite. These ones where you can time them, where there's an explicit gap that you can run through, are fine. And as people will have seen on the Shantakor video, which is the previous one, which I mentioned, I had to run through some traps in that one as well. Again, timing ones where it wasn't actually unsafe. Where's my pet gone? Alright, he's coming. But I'm quite reluctant to run through traps on Elite. Anything... on Elite, I basically expect that the designers are allowed to kill you if you step into a trap. The idea being you disable them.
You see movement in one of the cells ahead. It may be Achka.
Okay, cold damage for the hellhounds in here. Right, and fire resist, of course. Nice. With the frost crossbow with frost damage, with the frost damage buff on it, those guys almost had to feel sorry for them. They were having a bad time. And my pet froze out again. Alright, finally the two elementals. This is an ideal spot for a flame turret, of course. Alright. Well, that's about as safe as it gets.
Achka runs out of his cell and disappears down the hall.
Alright, and importantly, I've still got enough XP left at level 8 that I can do the next path Elite without needing to level up first. Which is important because I would have lost the bravery bonus if I had to level up.
The lift here leads down to a long abandoned mine. It is now home to ogres.
In the hollow to the north waits Bruku, elder of the Grey Moon tribe.
Alright, on to part 2, which is a little more challenging, but not much.
By the wretched smell, these ogres must have recently dined on the flesh of fallen adventurers.
I don't really want to get my 10th kill out here, so I'm just going to zerg past them. Something I do not do very often.
Down to a long abandoned mine. It is now home to ogres.
Alright, made it. Okay, I think my pet needs another power cycle.
The tension in the mine is greater than before. The ogres are ready for you this time. Alright, well, staying up top didn't work well last time, so we'll play from down here this time. And rely on the flame turret to help us out. A flame turret's so good it can set fire to a stone urn. And I do hate it in here when the doors do that. I think they've Indiana Jones proofed the doors in here. You can't dive through them as they're closing. Right, I gotta park the dog back here.
Okay, same routine getting past the traps here. Except this time I think there are elementals on the far side. Okay, I think I got away with that. I don't think jumping helps at all against Earth Grab, but I can't shake the habit of doing it. I think it should help against Earth Grab, but I don't believe it does. I've never noticed it help.
This door stands open. It doesn't take a Kalashtar to sense that the ogres want you to go in.
It's a clunky bit of dialogue there, but I think they get away with it. They don't overuse jokes like that in the DM text. Okay. I was just wondering what the other spell he hit me with was. I can't see it in the combat text. My spell resistance ring still proving useful. I'm surely at the point in the game, certainly doing stuff on Hard and Elite, where spell resistance 13 shouldn't be all that useful, but it helped there, so it's not a complete waste. I don't have anything better yet anyway, so it doesn't hurt to have it. On the one hand, it was pretty dumb of my dog to charge into that nest of rust monsters, but he seems to have survived. And he did wake them all up nicely for me. I hear more earth elementals stomping around. That was a good example of maneuvering backwards. You have to be careful not to get caught on this corner here. Having a good awareness of the shape of the passage behind you is surprisingly useful. These are some dumb earth elementals. They're not using earth grab at all.
Shimmers with heat from the machinery in this chamber. You hear shuffling from the ledges above.
Yeah, this could be unpleasant. Alright, it worked out okay. Let's try sneaking here. There might be a guy at the top. Well, that was odd, but it worked. With the triple swing, I really don't like fighting those guys close up, so... anytime I can fight them from a distance, I prefer that. Alright, time to switch over to fire damage for the end fight here. Actually, I guess fire plus acid will be even better for the trolls. Yep, we'll go with that. Yeah, that's what happens when they get up close. It was about 30 points off my ablative armor in quick time. And again, the guy got one hit and took a lot off of my ablative armor. Right, the moment of truth.
Lord Grust glowers at you from his throne in the room to the east. A roar of rage, the reek of rotting meat. Trolls. There are trolls here. The trolls are dead, but their presence here troubles you. You must hear this. Grust crashes to the floor. His brief reign ended in blood.
Alright, nice. Got it done, and got it done safely. Alright, time for me to go take level 9. I'll see you in the next video.